All right, welcome out to Pizza Classic. So thank you for joining us on YouTube. This is the UIW Football Talk Show this week as Clint Killow decided to take this Thursday off. And I'm joined by two seniors for our UIW Cardinals, Jalen Walthall, Declan Williams. Really happy that y'all came out. And, hey, you know, I appreciate your time because it's fun to actually talk to y'all instead of Coach. Because, yeah, I don't know if y'all know about Coach, but he's all business, and,
yes, sir.
You know, I'd rather be talking to y'all because y'all seem like a lot of fun.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having us on.
All right. So I got to start because I know how the internet algorithm works. People with short attention spans, they want to know the most thing that will be caught on by the internet. So we got to start with you, Mr. Headstand, Jalen Walthall. And I think that's where I want to start. You went viral for that, and then Amon-Ra St. Brown did it, and now he's getting a Wheaties deal. So are you going to eventually make your way to the Wheaties box?
I hope so. I feel like he just had the bigger platform with it, so it just took off when he did it. But it was still a crazy moment for me just to even be recognized by them big guys up there.
Yeah, you know, what was that moment like, the viral moment? Because you obviously saw it go a little crazy. Like, I know we talked about it where you found out your phone blew up after the game, but the aftermath of that, too, where everybody started to do it.
It was just crazy having everybody send me videos. Every time I see something on my phone, this got something to do with the headstand, and it buzzed around for a good little minute.
Yeah,
so it was just crazy.
And I know y'all were talking about the headsets. Can I get you to get a little bit up here? Yeah, there we go.
It's better.
I got to hear you loud and clear.
Gotcha.
And now Declan Williams, one of the leaders on the defensive side of the ball, first team Southland Conference last year. Oh, by the way, proper introduction, Offensive Player of the Year in the Southland last year. So two very decorated players in the Southland Conference. Start with your side. I know you haven't gotten like the viral moment, but you certainly are a big leader on that defense.
Yes, sir. I mean, I'm not playing for the viral moment. I'm playing for the guys beside me and my coaching staff. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Over the past 2 years, coming here was the best decision I could have made.
Yeah, you know, you talk about the guy next to you, one of my favorite characters on the team, Dune Smith, Gravedigger. What's that like? He seems like a lot of fun.
Yeah, he's my brother out there. Me and him, we lean on each other throughout the game, always talking to each other, just boosting confidence in each other and letting each other know that we're going to be there for each other in fits and stuff like that.
Now, Sam and I were speculating in the broadcast booth, can anyone else grab the shovel from him, or is that his shovel and nobody else?
Select few. He's got to give it to you.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if there was a story because, you know, like you see him in the warm-up sometimes, and it seems like it's almost part of him in a way.
It is very personal to him.
Yeah, going back to you, Jalen, you've been here, both of y'all have been here the last 2 years. Jalen, actually, I want to start with this question for both of y'all. What was the decision to stay here at UIW? Because obviously, decorated year last year, y'all could have made a leap somewhere else, but you stayed here. What makes UIW special?
For me, I think college football is in a state right now where you go where the money is. And for me, that's not what it's all about. It's all about, building the relationships, with my coaching staff. And, you just can't, money can't buy that. Money can't buy the relationships that you form with the coaching staff and the rest of your teammates. And, got to stay and see it through.
Jalen?
For me, I say it has a lot to do with the relationships as well. I feel like Coach Killow, he cemented himself as a good dude who cares about us on and off the field. And that's just not something that you really find nowadays in college ball. You see guys getting big contracts and some of them still not playing. And that's just stuff that I really didn't want to worry about my last year playing ball.
Yeah, for sure. And where I was going originally with this question was Coach Killow was a receiver here as well. So what's that dynamic been like? I know he hasn't been the receivers coach, but I kind of get the feeling he spends a little more time with what he knows over there.
Yes, he definitely does. He always has something to help us because he's been in the offense. He's ran it himself. He has tips that people can't offer if you weren't in the position.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you get to work with Coach Gush. How's that like? He seems like the elder statesman of the crew.
Yes, sir, he is. Coach Gush, he brings something. He brings just so much knowledge in the game of football. With every position group, he walks around during practice to everybody's individual groups, and he's always got something to say. That's just Gush. He demands perfection out of his players, and his coaching style and the way he coaches, it's really impactful on me and the rest of the guys.
Yeah, absolutely. So I had a question specifically for you, Declan. I had to look up where Hamilton, Texas was. And then how did you end up at Rhode Island, and how did you end up back here?
Well, I'm originally from New Jersey.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I bounced back and forth between Texas and Jersey my whole life. My family, so out of high school, Rhode Island was the only school that offered me a full ride. So I decided to go there. I played there for a year and a half. And while I was up there, my family had moved from Jersey back to Texas, to Hamilton, Texas. And ultimately decided that I wanted to be closer to them and have them be able to come and watch my games. So I entered the portal, and, God's timing, UIW offered me 2.5 hours away from my home. Good program, so it was a no-brainer for me.
Absolutely. And Jalen, how did you end up here?
I was at Hawaii since 2021. I had been offered there out of high school. It was one of the bigger schools that offered me, so it definitely caught my eye, and it was Hawaii. Everybody been hearing about Hawaii forever. After my freshman year, my coaching staff that recruited me left, and I was there with a new staff, and I stuck it out for about a year or two. But after a while, it was time for me to find a different scene, and that's when I met Coach Killow in the portal. And after I came on my visit, it was wraps from there.
So when you talk about leaving Hawaii, I get the football side of things. In fact, we'll pick up that question after we take a quick little break here.
If sweat is your body's natural way of cooling itself down, then condensation is a beer's natural way of saying, drink me. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer.
I used to think moving was a nightmare. Careless crews, broken items, unaccountable companies. But then I found two college brothers moving. What a difference. It was the smartest move I ever made. Professional, trustworthy, local, and top rated. All backed by their raving fan guarantee. Now I'm a raving fan for life. If you need to move, they're the ones to call. When you gotta get moving.
Call 855-MOVE-BRO today for your free quote. That's 855-MOVEBRO.
Life is meant to be lived in motion, in the moment, on the go. If a sports injury or chronic pain threatens to slow you down, hold you back, or take you out of the game, Christus Health is here, right where you live, with complete personalized orthopedic care. Because you have a lot of games to play, miles to ride, and life to live. Christus Health. Your health. Your life. Our purpose.
All right, welcome back out to Pizza Classics. Had to take care of a quick technical difficulty. I'm Carl Schoening, rejoined by Declan Williams and Jalen Walthall. And Walt, the question that we left off on was, I was just curious, was it hard to leave Hawaii itself? I know the football program, you were ready to, get moving in a better place, but how was Hawaii? That must be an experience.
Yeah, it definitely was different, especially being born and raised in Houston. I had been to Galveston and seen Galveston water, but if you're from Texas, you know Galveston, that's nothing close to Hawaii's clear waters. And the environment out there, everybody's real nice. It's really hard to leave. I definitely learned a lot out there.
Yeah, now y'all's pizzas came out. So Pizza Classics, great pizza. So obviously, if you're on YouTube, you should make your way here to St. Mary's and just not too far from campus next time you come in for a UIW game, which might be this weekend, 2 o'clock, senior day. I would just like to wrap it up. Y'all's thoughts on UIW playing your last game at the Nest?
Yeah, it's a lot of emotions, end of my collegiate football career, last time going out with my guys, coming in here with Walt, me and his relationship, he's one of my best friends on the team, lifting together every day. So it's just surreal that it's all coming to an end.
Yeah, same. It's just crazy to really feel it as it's happening because you hear about it for so long, especially being freshmen, seeing your older guys leave and just being here and going through it is tough.
Yeah, it's finally here, y'all. But we appreciate everything. Y'all left it all out on the field for all of us watching. So, it was great to watch y'all throughout your careers. I know y'all have NFL aspirations, but that's after the next couple games. And y'all can get into all the combine work and all that fun stuff being drafted, but definitely soak in every moment, 2 o'clock on Saturday.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Well, appreciate y'all. Enjoy your pizza. All right, that was Jalen Walthall, Declan Williams out here at Pizza Classics for UIW Football Coaches Show, featured by the players this week. I've been Carl Schoening, thanking you all for joining us. You can catch the game 2 o'clock on ESPN Plus or at Galen Tom Benson Stadium at the campus of UIW this Saturday. See y'all there.
If sweat is your body's natural way of cooling itself down, then condensation is a beer's natural way of saying, drink me. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer.
I used to think moving was a nightmare. Careless crews, broken items, unaccountable companies. But then I found 2 college brothers moving. What a difference. It was the smartest move I ever made. Professional, trustworthy, local, and top rated. All backed by their raving fan guarantee. Now I'm a raving fan for life. If you need to move, they're the ones to call.
When you gotta get moving. Call 855-MOVE-BRO today for your free quote. That's 855-MOVEBRO.
Life is meant to be lived in motion, in the moment, on the go. If a sports injury or chronic pain threatens to slow you down, hold you back, or take you out of the game, Christus Health is here, right where you live, with complete personalized orthopedic care. Because you have a lot of games to play, miles to ride, and life to live. Christus Health. Your health. Your life. Our purpose.